There was this point in my life, I was stuck. I looked at the future, and every path in front of me looked worse than the other. I'd walk into work, people were getting laid off, people were leaving, lots of change was happening. It was around 2007, 2008, and we had our second child. My wife was opening her new business. There was a lot of uncertainty in the economy, at home, in my career, in my job. And I slipped down this spiral of anxiety and self-doubt. And I was stuck. I found myself saying, I don't know what to do with the rest of my life. What am I going to do with my career? Came to America when I was a kid with no money, did really well, got a good education, worked really hard, and succeeded in my corporate career. But yet, I found myself in this place where I was just stuck. And it was really difficult. It was very stressful. A lot of anxiety, a lot of worry about the future. And then something happened that changed my life forever. I got a phone call out of the blue from a friend of mine. His name is Ben. And he said, Bob, I'm going to India. I need you to show me the place. And I said, well, you don't need me to show you around India. And he said, no, I need somebody who's been there, who knows the place a little bit to show me around. I'm going for a business project. And I said, fine. So I took some time off from my job. We were in India, and he said to me, Bob, this place is crazy. How does anything work? How does anything get done in a country of 1 billion people? There's so much traffic, and there's so much poor infrastructure. You go to meetings, people don't even show up on time, and you don't know who's really in charge. And there's from buying a postage stamp at the post office to buying fruit at the market to getting a job. How does anything get done when no one knows what's going to happen next? There's no order to anything. It's really very chaotic. And I said to him, Ben, have you ever been to an Indian wedding? And he said, well, what does that have to do with it? I said, well, it's very instructive because Indian weddings are very big and very chaotic, very confusing. And it never starts on time, and there's hundreds of people, and there's a lot of confusion because somebody's happy, somebody's crying, somebody's praying, somebody's drinking. There's a horse, there's an elephant, and it's not for the kids. The flowers are not on the tables but on the floor. And but actually what happens is 10 or maybe 15 hours later, 2 people get married. Everything works out in the end. What you have to do is to go with the flow, to embrace the chaos. If you focus so much on what's coming next, if you focus so much in the order in things, you're going to miss the best time of your life. You really have to embrace the chaos, I said to him. And he looked back and he said, Bob, that's a really interesting idea. And then on the flight back, I realized that that's what I needed to learn to do in my own life, right here at home in America. In my job, I needed to learn to embrace the chaos. And that's what I wrote about in my book called Embrace the Chaos. It's really my journey of learning to do 3 things that are really important to moving forward in life. And I'm going to talk a little bit about those things in a couple of other videos. But I really believe the core of what I learned is this. We have less control than we think. We believe that we can control the future. And we stress about it all the time. We worry about it all the time because we can't. We think we have control, but we really don't. We can't control our kids. We can't control our customers, our colleagues, our boss. I have a tough time controlling, my day, nonetheless, to think I can control the rest of my life. But here's the good news. What we can control is ourselves. We cannot control the chaos out there, but we can control is the chaos in here. The words we use, the thoughts we think, and the actions we take. That is under our control. That is something I believe we need to bring back. That is really the core of what I believe we have to do as we learn to embrace this uncertainty, unpredictability, randomness, and complexity in life, what I call chaos of life. And that, I believe, is a very powerful message that can reduce our stress. It reduced a lot of stress for me and changed my career. Just changed my career around from when I was in the slump and I started doing great and growing in my career. Helping my wife launch the business. We did very well for the last few years in helping her launch the business. My life at home got less stressful. And I was worried less about the future because I started focusing on my own actions and the kind of things I could do right here and now. You can't control the future. You can only control the here and now. And I got busy again doing what I wanted to do in my life. And I wrote this book called Embrace the Chaos. And it's really about learning to move forward in our uncertain times.